Hey, together in the Black Dragons back, and welcome you to an Agario vacation vlog, travel vlog. Why I play Agario next to this? I think Agario is one of the games I can play without concentrating too much on the game. So I thought this would be a good idea. I'm Ireland, as you can see, and that's for a reason. I said it in my Transformers video at the beginning of the week, and now I'm here to tell you what exactly happened. We were 2 weeks in Ireland, and I have a bunch of stuff written down here so that I remember what exactly happened, what day. Well, not that exactly, but I know what happened when we arrived and such things, and so I can talk about it a bit. And I hope that I get the pictures in time so that I can make a picture slideshow next to the game or in the corner of the game. I don't know how I'm gonna set this up, but if I get the pictures, I'm gonna show it to you. If not, it's the same like with Transformers. To hear me talk about the vacation and just see a game in the background. Okay, hi NASA. Okay, start with the first day where we arrived at Dublin. I don't know actually at what time. I know we went there a bit earlier, but okay. And well, at the first time we didn't have much to do really. We didn't think about anything great. So the first thing we wanted to visit was Dublin Castle. Had to stand there for a while, wait till we could get in, till we could get a ticket and everything. And then we got there a 1 hour guided tour around the castle, inside the castle too. It was extremely cool. I sadly enough didn't have written anything down about it, but if you want to visit it, leave me alone, Pinky. I highly recommend it. It was beautiful and it's not very expensive. It's actually pretty cheap, I think. And after this one, we grabbed a few snacks and wandered around for a long while, and went back to Temple Bar, looked around in there, and ended off our first evening in Dublin in a bar. Who could have thought that we would do this? Next day, we visit Kilmainham Jail, also with a 1 hour guided tour, and that was amazing. It was gigantic. It looked amazing, just amazing. I can only say amazing, apparently. And the history of the jail is interesting. It's fascinating how many important people to Ireland were in this jail, and it's just enormous how much the people stood behind the jail in needing times and everything. But yeah, after this we looked around and found Dublinia, a Viking museum where we could see Ireland, or more specifically Dublin. At the time the Vikings came around and, yeah, let's say practically took over the place. I know that's wrong, please don't hurt me. But yeah, from the time the Vikings came to Dublin and that all stuff happened, saw how they probably used to live, what they did and everything. It also was very interesting. Don't cheat me, Stargate. I know you would do that. And again, the evening got ended in the bar. That was a fast round. So, the third day, we went from Dublin to Kilkenny. So, as you can see, we did not want to stay at one place for too long. 2 days Dublin, and we went off to another day by train. So we traveled everything by train with Interrail. And god damn it, it took us, I think, about an hour and a half. I think it was the first time we traveled with the train. So yeah, when we arrived at hostel. It was pretty cute, I have to admit. I don't know if I have any pictures. If we have any pictures from the hostel, if we do, I'm hopefully can have them, and I'm able to slap them in there, and yeah, everything. But if you hear paper rustling, that's the notes that I made during this vacation. We wanted to go visit Kilkenny Castle, but we did not go inside the first day we were there. We just went into the hostel, throw our luggage all into our room, and said, yeah, let's go out and find out what's around us. And one of the stops was Kilkenny Castle, where we said we're gonna go there tomorrow. But we went around the park outside, and it's a gigantic park. It's beautiful, and I fell in love pretty much with this castle. Whoa, hi, Ross. After this, we made a little shopping tour. Got ourselves some snacks, and yeah, that's pretty much it with this shopping tour. We didn't want to grab any souvenirs so early on, since we're in Ireland for 2 weeks. Now getting souvenirs would be a stupid idea, because we would have to carry them all the way around through whole parts of Ireland, and that would be, hi Obama, please don't kill me. Thank you, Obama. And after this, we went back to our hostel, and my friends pretty much wanted to sit around and spend the rest of the day in the hostel, and I decided that I'm gonna wander around alone in Kilkenny, see a bit of the city, and yeah, look around everything a bit. And then when I came back, we got something to eat and finished the evening in the bar. Again, I'm gonna say this every time. I'm not gonna say it if it's not too rough. Oh, great. Good. Next day, we visit Kilkenny Castle. This was our first stop in the morning. We stood up, got a breakfast, and killed ourselves. And jumped right into it, and yeah. Well, sorry, got confused there for a little bit. Wasn't a guided tour, was self-moving, so we could go around and look at stuff we were interested in, and Kilkenny Castle is huge. Yeah. There's I think it's a chapel where we went inside, and it's enormous, I have to say. But yeah, chapels and churches always are pretty much enormous if you look at them from the inside and the outside too. Still not gonna say anything about the places. Reasons are I don't know anything about them, don't want anymore, and not wanna say something that's not true, not right, or anything about this. After we visited the castle, we went to Smithwick's Experience. It's a brewery, a beer brewery more specifically, and one of the breweries I personally liked the most. We didn't visit a Guinness brewery in Dublin, but I was there about 2 years ago, I think it was. I'm not completely sure. And yeah, I have to admit, I like the Smithwick's brewery a bit more than the Guinness brewery, even though that Guinness is the most known Irish beer. I don't think it's the best Irish beer, because I tried a lot of beers these 2 weeks, and to be honest, Guinness good, but not the best beer. But yeah, I loved the brewery. We had a tasting after the tour, and yeah, it was just cool. Then we were walking around Kilkenny. A friend of mine was taking place at a Magic tournament. Magic the Gathering, for everyone who wants to know more specifically. It was a commander match. But I was in Ireland, so I said, I'm not gonna go into a Magic tournament if I'm in Ireland. I'm here to see something of the city I'm in, and I'm here to walk around pretty much. So I said sorry man, I'm going out, I'm looking through the city again and see what I can find. And the two of my friends came with me. So yeah, this time, whoa, great start right in the middle. So this time I wasn't alone. Oh, give me that, I can eat this, I'm big enough, thank you. Okay, and the evening, this time we spent it at the hostel. Hi. But still, with beer. Because why shouldn't we drink? Well, we're in Ireland. We tried to make a stupid cliche right there. Next day, we went from Kilkenny to Cork, sadly, because I like Kilkenny and Cork is a city. And I'm not that big of a fan from big cities where you can't see really land. I wanna say I'm more the person who goes out there through the fields and hi Bon Bon. Yeah, so that was a bummer for me, but it still was really nice. We had to get there over Dublin, so we had to stop 45 minutes at Dublin. So it was the first really long time, but we're gonna go longer. That was for sure. We got lost on the way to the hostel, but was pretty stupid of us. We should have looked up a bit more. And right now I'm realizing I'm only at day 5 and I have over 10 minutes, so this is going to be long. I also could cut it in half. I'm not sure about this. I'm just gonna keep rolling and see what feels best. So we got lost on the way to the hostel and we needed some help from the people around us, and got help once, still couldn't quite figure out where to go, and then we found a guy who helped us out with his phone, so we could find our way to the hostel finally. It was raining too, so we were getting a bit wet, not much, but yeah. After this we rested our feet for a short amount of time, not for long, and then we decided to walk around the city and see what's out there and everything, and yeah. And then after we've seen some things, not really something we wanted to visit, well, Free Earth, creepy, we decided to visit a bar and then finish up the evening and our hostel by playing some card games, not Magic specifically. Next day in Cork, we visit St. Finnebar Cathedral. And to be honest, I don't remember really much about the cathedral itself. I don't think we were really... it's not really something I got into my mind. I think we were just looking around inside and outside. I don't even know if we were inside at this point. If we're inside, I hope you have some pictures so I can show them. But yeah, I don't remember it really well, the cathedral. After this, we visit Cork Loft, or the Law of Canaan, the Canaan, sorry. I don't know. Sorry for a bit of German in there. It's said it's a lake with a sunken castle in it, so it's what the legends say, and I don't know if there's proof that there isn't a castle down there, or there is proof that there's a castle down there. I don't know how much the people looked around it, if they destroyed the myth practically by going down there, or if they wanted to keep the myth alive by not going down there at all. I'm pretty sure they went down there and they have the answer, but probably not telling everyone so that the myth can stay alive. It's a beautiful lake nonetheless. Lots and lots of goose. I never saw so many goose at one place outside. After this, we again made a little shopping tour, got ourselves some snacks again and something to drink, and ended the evening at the hostel and made a film evening. So we watched the film practically. Nothing really that big. The next day we traveled to Galway, again over Dublin, so we had to go back the whole way from Cork to Dublin, and then from Dublin to Galway. I think this was our first 3 or 4 hour train ride with a short stop in between, and we had to go take the bus so we can go around, and I should focus a bit more on the game, I think. Okay, so we sat there and had to decide what are we gonna do next. Are we going to take the bus again and damn you are we going to take the bus again and go around Galway, or just go around the outer parts of the city where we are and walk around those and watch everything? We decided to not take the bus and walk around the outer parts of the city, and it was pretty nice, and yeah, really liked it. And we ended the evening at the hostel. We bought some beer again. I think I didn't drink anything this evening. Wanted to take a little break. Thanks for joining me, Moon. Yeah, so that's that. The next day we walked around the center, so we got up, breakfast, and went the bus into the center and searched for a store called Dungeons and Donuts, and spent there I have to say a significant amount of time. So after this we practically not really did much else and said, okay, we're going back home, and bought some stuff so we can cook, and yeah, ended the evening in our apartment again. So that was one of the least productive days we practically had, I think. Next day we explored the city, but we split up into 2 groups. 2 of my friends went into the center of the city again and walked around that, and I with a friend of mine, another friend, we were on the outskirts and were looking for beaches, and were looking if we could find some place to just sit around and so, but we couldn't get far enough down to the beaches, so we took some photos from the distance. We have some of them. If I get the photos in time, I'm gonna show them to you. If not, well, I think I'm still gonna try to find some photos at least on the internet. At least from the significant places like Dublin Castle. And to say, this was the least productive day, because after this we did nothing else. We went just out and yeah, looked around, landscaping and everything, so nothing big there. The next day we had to get back from Galway to Belfast. 3 hugs killed me. Those 3 hugs are deadly, I tell you, people. So this was also a pretty big ride. We had to get back from Galway to Dublin, from Dublin to Belfast. Yeah, we did not have to take the bus. I think this was the last time we had to take a long and enduring train ride, so it's good with us. When we arrived there, we left the stuff at the hostel again and started exploring the city. I did not write anything down here, so I think we did not do really much. I think we just walked around, get lost. I think we found another magic store that day or the next day. I'm not really sure when we did, because I didn't write it down properly. And hi, MB. Oh, I shouldn't have called your name. So, okay. And after we explored the city, maybe got something to eat, to drink, and we ended the evening at our hostel. So we practically stopped going into bars at Galway, as you can see. It's a bit of a shame, but I went into a death pit right there. But yeah, next day in Belfast we explored the city some more, and we visited or Moor Park, or however you pronounce it. I have written it down. I'm also not sure if I wrote it down correctly. Yeah, let's hope it's the right way. And whoa, please don't kill me. Then we again made a shopping tour, got ourselves some stuff, and yeah, some food, some drinks again, some snacks and everything, and we ended the evening at the hostel again, playing some card games. I don't know if this was the evening where we found some new friends there. Yeah, it was the evening where we found some new friends from Germany. Interestingly enough, we found some German people there, and we sat together, played the game. I think everyone knows it, Cards Against Humanity. If you don't know it, look it up, it's a cool game. And we played that game with them, and we drank a bit. Next day, because what I left out is, we booked the Game of Thrones tour. So what we did was next day, stand up early, get some food in us, and that's probably why we went shopping too the day before, because we prepped ourselves with some foods, with some small snacks and some drinks. So we're ready for the Game of Thrones tour, and we went off so early so we could make a break at Carrickfergus Castle. I hope I said it right. If not, sorry. And that wasn't in our plan, so it's not normal in the tour. So we got about 10-15 minutes to look at the castle only outside. We didn't have any tickets to go inside, but that's totally fine with me too, because it was cool to look at it from the outside too. And on the right next to it, there was the Albert Edwards Pier. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong too. Was also not planned to see that, but hey, since it was right next to it, I could take a look at it. I don't think we have any pictures from that, but hey. The next stop was, we drove by Castle Black from Game of Thrones. It was cool to see a setup for a series, and now there's the big bummer, I don't watch Game of Thrones right now. He always showed us some little clips from Game of Thrones, teasering little clips that really encouraged me to think, hey, I should go look it up really soon now. Still haven't looked it up now. You know what, come here. You also were teasering, so I ate you. So yeah, that's that. We drove by, we could not stop. It's not allowed for them to stop there. So we just slowed down a little bit so that we could try to get a good look at it, and it looked amazing. It was cool to see that. It was just wow. Never would have thought I'd drive by a film colors or whatever you would call it, by a film setup so close, that's in use right now, from a series that's so giant like Game of Thrones. It was amazing, even though I don't really know anything big about the series. The next stop, where we really stopped, was where the caves from Game of Thrones. I don't know if those caves had a name. It's where, I don't know her name, gave birth to the Shadow. That's literally all I know from the show. Someone gives birth to shadows. So yeah, that's about this. I'm big this time, surprisingly big. And we went into those caves, climbed around there a bit, because you could climb those. Why shouldn't I? They were giant, they were amazing, they were cool. So yeah, really liked it there. The next part was Carrick a Red Rope Bridge. Carrick a Red Rope Bridge. Don't know how to say it right. Sorry. It's now 1 week after all of this. I don't know the pronunciations correct anymore, and I was stupid enough not to write them down on my little blog I have here. On my notebook, not blog. So yeah, my mistake then. Most of the group, we were a group of 10-11 people. Leave me alone, anal. You killed me once, not killing me twice. We were only 3 people that decided to go across the rope bridge. The rest of us said no. And those 2 practically said, yeah, we're going up there. Weren't even my friends, just were some were other customers of this tour. So yeah, I went there practically on my own, I have to say. It was cool. I have those pictures. They weren't taken by anyone else, they were taken by my phone. I hope they're somewhat good when I put them into the video, because I know these pictures I can put them in the video. And yeah, it was cool. Really liked it there. It was windy as hell too. I feared of my ears. I thought I'm gonna get an ear infection or something like this, because wow, the wind was heavy. Next stop, not from the show, was Giant's Causeway. And I'm pretty sure so many people of you have heard from the Giant's Causeway. If not, I'm pretty sure, even if I'm not getting the photos, I find some pictures on the internet to show you how it looks like. It's a cool place to be, and hi dog. Doge, you're mine now. Well, you're not, because you could slip through the lower one. Okay. Get carried away. Giant's Causeway, climbing around some rifts, cliffs, don't know what you wanna call them. I loved it. It was amazing. I felt kinda sick the next day, but okay, whatever. I'd take it gladly just to see something like this. The next stop was then Dunluke Castle. Not really a stop since ruins, and we didn't go inside. All we did was drive by, stop at the side of the streets, and yeah. Come on, join together, thank you. And we could take some photos from there. It's also a setup from the show Game of Thrones, where they used a lot of CGI to fix the castle the way it looks in the show. I don't know the name of the castle in the show. If I would have, I could have shown you probably the way it looks in real and the way it looks in the show, so you could have those comparisons about how much CGI they used practically to make it look like the way it really looks like in the show. But still, it's a castle ruin. It looks really nice. We did not go inside. There were some people inside, so you can go inside there. At least I think so. If it's not some maintenance worker, I think you can go inside here. And yeah. Welcome, Balkan. So the next stop were the Dark Hatches, and also were the last stop. I'm all over this because I'm concentrating too much on stupid shit everywhere around me right now. Sorry. The last stop were the Dark Hatches. From the intro scene of Game of Thrones, I don't know. Sorry. But they looked amazing. I think I sure can find some pictures of them too if I don't get my pictures in time. Because I didn't take any pictures, I didn't have any cameras. So yeah. Oh, USA! Screw you! Why did you kill her? Him, it. The blob that helped me. Yeah, that was cool to see. I've never seen anything like it, and it's just amazing. yeah, that was the last stop too. So we spent also around 10 minutes, 15 minutes out there to get a good look at everything and take some pictures, and yeah, it was cool. Then we rode back the whole way we came. We're about 1 hour 30 minutes or something like that. It was for sure 1 hour, so that's for sure. Let's go down there and then go inside. So after this we did not really take a short break. The next thing we did was going to a bar in Belfast, and then ending up the evening again in our hostel by playing some games. I think we did. Yeah, again, play Cards Against Humanity, this time without other people, just us. And the next day we went from Belfast to Dublin. Practically last travel we did, since Dublin was a final stop because we had to get a flight there. So yeah. And then we visited the Jameson Distillery. Only 2 of us, but we visited the Jameson Distillery. Also nice one, I really liked it a lot. So yeah, I think a bit too patriotic for my enjoyment, I'd say. And they really want to get into your brain that their whiskey is triple distilled. They said it nearly in every sentence. Nothing wrong with that. If they're proud about it, they should be. I don't say they should stop it. But yeah, it was kind of funny to hear that in practically every sentence, all triple distilled whiskey and everything. That was somewhat funny, I think. And then we did, I think, our final shopping tour. Yep, then we did a final shopping tour, getting some giveaways for our friends and families at home. For my father I got something at the distillery. And then we ended the evening again at a bar. And we found a good bar, a nice little bar. Gonna go there again if I visit Dublin again. And that's not the question if I'm ever gonna visit Dublin again. It's practically clear that I'm gonna visit Dublin again because I'm going back to Ireland. And not soon, but I plan on doing it at least next year. Hopefully somehow I could manage it. If not, maybe some year later. Then, practically last day in Ireland, we took a little, well, at least we tried to take a day trip to Bray and visit this. And we were there from the morning to a bit after the midday, since it was raining and storming a lot. There was so much wind going on that it wasn't really funny anymore, so we decided to finish up the day in Bray a bit earlier, sadly. Wanted to look around it, wanted to see some stuff, and yeah, it was kind of a shame that it was raining so much so we couldn't see it. But yeah. Then the next thing we did was going back to Dublin and find some did then the final shopping. Okay, good, should have looked it up. We did the final shopping, then found some stuff we could give away, some things for friends. I think I'm gonna die here. Run, Ireland! Well, I screwed up big time, but it was one of my best runs. Well, I don't care, I'm nearly at the end here. After our final shoppings, we finished, we ended the evening in a bar again, the same bar as yesterday, the day before, not yesterday, it sounds weird. And I felt kinda sick, because I think also the Game of Thrones tour and walking around the rain in Bray got to me a bit. Then the next day I have to get up early, get everything together, and yeah, pretty much prepare ourselves for flying back from Dublin to Vienna and coming back home. I felt better as I do now. I'm not really sick anymore. It was just one day of your body just wants to kill itself. I didn't let him, so it practically worked out for me, I think. So yeah, that's that. And yeah, we had a bit of a problem. Our flight was delayed because of a fire in Dublin at the airport. It wasn't that big, I think, since we didn't see any damage done. But yeah, we missed our original booked flight from what was it, Frankfurt to Vienna, because we had to fly with a stop in between. And I think at least our stop was Frankfurt. If not, yeah, well, who cares? It's just a stop. Well, we missed our first stop opportunity, so we had to wait. Not at all, actually, because we still had a lot of stress there, since our next flight was, I think, about half an hour after we arrived. So we practically had to run to get even this flight before we really had to wait another hour to get next flight home. It wasn't that good. We also were kind of worried that our luggage wasn't making it, but then we stood around a bit longer at the airport, not taking off or anything. So we thought, okay, this must be our thing. So I think we're good, and yeah. The moment the machine took off, we started to relax again and not think about our stuff anymore. Even if it's lost, we couldn't do anything from here on. And good for us, they didn't lose our stuff, so yeah, everything went practically really good, so yeah, glad we made it. The only thing I didn't like was the finish of it with the airplanes, and the thing I really didn't like was that I had to come home for work. But yeah, can't do anything about it. But yeah, that was the island trip. It's a long video. I'm gonna look through, maybe I can cut some unnecessary parts out here and there. But don't kill me now. I'm gonna kill you. I swear to God. But yeah, that was the island trip. I was gone for 2 weeks, but I prepared a lot of videos. Practically no one really cared about it, since there are not really people out there that are watching my channel. But yeah, still wanted to do it, so why not? So that was the island trip. I hope I get some visuals. If I'm not getting the visuals, I'm gonna look some up and hopefully I can show you something that happened in Ireland. You killed yourself there, mate. So yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I'm going back to Ireland, and if it's gonna take me 2 years. But yeah, that's it for this video. Ireland's growing bigger and bigger, and I don't know how much I really concentrated on this game. I think I didn't concentrate on this game at all. I did sometimes, but whatever. So yeah, as again, I hope I can cut something out. I hope I can get some visuals for everything I told you. If you plan on going to Ireland, I highly recommend it. Get yourself waterproof vest or whatever, and waterproof shoes. Those are important. And then enjoy your stay at Ireland. I love this island, and it's one of the beautiful countries, countries, don't know what you want to call it, I ever was, and as I said, I'm going back there for sure. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you could get some information out of it, or just enjoyed hearing about Ireland, I think. And if you did, leave a like and a comment down below. I really would appreciate the comment, and I hope to see all of you guys in another video. So bye.